Thank you for joining me for the next video. As promised, this one is going to be a highlight over how I am setting intentional mornings. A lot of our mornings together start during the week with school. Babe is homeschooled. So this shows a little bit more about a couple things, at least, on how I'm being more intentional with setting mindfulness, bringing that forward in my life in order to set the day up for success. So check it out, and I'll see you at the end.
Joy and pain, sunshine and rain. How often do you just take a moment to be still and listen to all of the sounds around you?
One thing I've been wanting to include in my mornings is some sort of breath work. This is something I have turned to time and again, and it really helped me during my labor process. And any other times that I am feeling ill at ease, whether that's physically in my body or mentally. My cat's back. Then I know that I'm able to tap into my breath as a way to calm myself. But one thing that I've wanted to include, because there's certain mornings that I feel a little more sluggish than others. Oftentimes during the week, I will get up and at least 3 of those days I will go to the gym. So whenever that happens, I am able to tap into my energy a little bit faster. Use your body with energy. And so instead of downing 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, or whatever your amount of coffees are, or tea, whatever your thing is, then you can do this breath instead, because you're going to just flood your body with oxygen. And you're going to activate your muscles at the same time. So I'm going to try and show this in a way where it makes sense. I wanted to get an angle. I don't know if this is the best angle, but this is the angle we're going with. So when you activate your belly muscles, right, that is how you're going to take your exhale out of your body. You're going to be like, so when you do that, when you activate your muscles and you press the air out, as you release your belly muscles, oxygen comes back in. So this is a very dynamic type of breathing. And if it feels weird to you at first, you can place your hand on your belly and then just try breathing in and out like. So this is a little bit different because you're actively pushing into your hand as you take your inhale. Where with Kapalabhati breathing, it's just going to come in after you release the muscles. So I'm going to start. I'm going to do it for about 30 seconds. Feel free to join me or take it as you wish. She's really wondering what I'm doing. So this is something new to my morning repertoire, and it's not something that I'm doing every single morning. Trying to focus on doing this in the days that I am not planning on getting movement in right away. And I sometimes will use this with a little bit of movement, which I will show at another time what that can look like. Hopefully you found that fun and entertaining. Breath is really great, and there's so many ways that you can control and tap into your breath that's going to be useful for how you lead your life, how you control your nervous system, how you release emotions, thoughts. I have tons of other posts that are just focused on breath. So check out some older videos. I'll see if I can actually tag one below or mention one at the end so that you can check them out. Many mornings we go on a walk, and I am so grateful to just have this time out. Today we're looking for some wildflowers, and our neighborhood is so sweet. So many people will wave, even if I have no idea who they are. This is very festive, kind of hard to see them in the daylight, but these are lit. These ones I spotted. So this is just an example of some ways the morning starts for me. I try my best to not do an all or nothing approach, because that is something that I can take to an extreme. So instead of feeling like I have to do this every single day, I just work on blending it into my day however that day falls, or blending it into my week, I should say, however that the week tends to fall. And one thing that I want to come back to that left me when I went on vacation is meditation. That was something I was practicing in the evening. I do have a pretty regular reading practice, which is something near and dear to my heart. I'm going to show you another book that I'm reading. This is by one of my teachers. It says here, it's called The Innate Design. Melissa Aguirre helped co-write this. And it says implementing self-healing techniques for the modern patient. So yoga is near and dear to my heart. What this book discusses is, you might be able to kind of see. It talks about the vayus and the chakras, which are the subtle bodies, the energetic bodies. And what I love is that there are so many different tools that are implemented here, plus a discussion from an MD on how he has seen these work within his own patients, as well as Mel talking about her yoga therapy patients. And it goes beyond just movement, right? Like movement is a part of this, but it also talks about journaling, meditation, where these energetic bodies live, or are housed essentially within the physical part of our body. So just super interesting, something that I'm reading through and actually will be teaching next time I meet with the current yoga teacher trainees. And I love it. It's so much fun. Thanks again for sticking around until the end. I hope this helped you at least feel in some way that you can implement some intentionality into your life and pepper it throughout the day, but maybe starting with some simple things you can do in the morning to set your day. The next video is going to be about a celebration of self, because my birthday's coming up, and so I'm going to really focus on celebrating from all of the different shapes, realms, whatever you want to call it, all facets of me. See you then.